the Monarchs have it, leading by 5. Lute off to Paris. Paris picked up by Mahoney in the switch.
Travel.
Lute, and he traveled. Started to make a move.
Yeah, maybe across the Atlantic, but not over here. That's not going to fly.
Bagsick into the front court. The Marauders trailing it by 5. Mahoney steps into a 3, no good.
It's not a shot.
And the rebound off to Hazley. Harris gets a screen from Hazley. He'll shoot it from 18, rimming no good, and the rebound off to Scott.
Great box out from Scott.
Away. Scott on the drive, double pump up and good. And Monty Scott, athletic finish. A little shake and bake on Paris, and reminiscent of a play earlier where Paris took some contact and was able to convert, and Scott returns the favor there. Meanwhile, Hazley gets it back underneath and lays it in. Back to a 5-point lead. Lewis, who's been quiet so far in the second half, well, except for the thunderous dunk, I guess, but forgot that momentarily. Bagsick. Lewis starts a drive, and he's able to flip it up and in off the glass. It was a little awkward, but DeJour Lewis able to hit the runner. Back to a 3-point game. Marauders hanging around, but can't seem to get themselves back on top. Paris back out to Rauda.
Great offense.
Work it around. Holt will step into a 3. It's short. Rebound off to Bagsick. Wants to get it to Mahoney. They want to run. No numbers, and Scott will pull it back out.
That's great job transition defense for LA Valley. They were outgunned, and here we go.
Paris steps in front. Might be dunk number 1. No! Paris missed it, but he gets fouled by Bagsick. Well, they wanted to get back in the dunk contest, but Paris can't get that one to go. And this is unfortunate for Andre Paris, because this is a terrific play right up until the end. Watch the anticipation here. And he reads it well and wants to get up there, and I think just took off from a little too far back. Now, Bagsick ultimately has to commit the foul getting back, so Andre Paris has a chance to emerge here with the points anyway.
Yeah.
But that's going to have to be something of a low light here for the Monarchs.
I got to tell you, Stoy, he got 2 points. That's all that matters.
He did. You're right.
And in my playing career, I was hung a few times, so I feel for the man.
Hey, listen, I'm 5'5", so I'm impressed with the height on it anyway.
Nice shot.
The runner for Scott is good. That's a sensational effort on the drive by Amani Scott.
Steal.
I don't think there's any question as Lewis comes up with the steal that Paris has a few dunks in his repertoire. Just didn't get one that time. Shot from Mahoney is off. The Monarchs have it back. They maintain the lead at 55-52. Rauda drives the lane, kicks it off. Lute in from the right, stripped on the way up by Amani Scott. And they're going to say that Scott picked up the foul. That'll send Sasha Lute to the line. Well, again, we don't have the live stats in front of us here tonight. I believe
actually, Stoy, the live stats might be back up and running. You might want to check that, but no.
I believe he has at least 5 points. I'm going to get that ready. And I make the point because, again, he is not typically a huge contributor offensively, at least in terms of scoring. But here he is with 6, and now another free throw coming. And this is a real boon for the Monarchs as they're looking for win number 4 on the season, 57-52. And yes, it appears that we do have them now, so we will be able to consult that. Scott on the drive, draws the contact. He'll head to the line for a couple of free throws. Earlier this season, Amani Scott had a huge game against LA Valley. 22 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals. It came, ironically, in the loss to the Monarchs, as he looks to step it up here in the second half. Misses the first free throw. Second one in the air and gets the roll. Scott now up to 14 in the game here tonight. Monarchs with the 4-point lead. Manny Kapushian goes glass. Able to hit the floater. Monarchs push the lead back out to 6. Scott pulls up and buries it. That is pretty from Amani Scott, who leads the way now with 16, along with DeJour Lewis for Antelope Valley. But right now, the Marauders trading baskets. They can't seem to slow down the Monarchs offensively. Acosta with Kapushian back into the game. Daryl Patterson along with Mike Lorraine, who appeared briefly at the end of the first half for Antelope Valley as well, is back in the game. Tipped away from behind. Patterson now in a foot race, but a great job by the Monarchs to get back, and Patterson will pull it back out.
That's had Lewis.
Marauder pressure produces the turnover. Scott drives the lane again, hangs in the air, shot no good. Rebound on the floor. Holt tries to outlet. It's deflected, but ends up with the Monarchs, and now Kapushian in and out on the 3, and the rebound tapped around, controlled by Antelope Valley. Lewis into the front court, drives in on Hazley. Good, and a foul. 3-point opportunity coming for DeJour Lewis.
It's a great job here by Lewis. Clearly under control. Defender, you see here, moves to the left or moves to his right, makes contact and one.
Yeah, it's a good call, and it's so difficult to draw a charge on DeJour Lewis. His body control
very rangy.
Is really exceptional, and he has that ability to shift and lean slightly one way or the other and contort his body. And Hazley just a little late getting there, and Lewis makes it a 3-point play. He's got 19. Pressure comes again, and Lewis has another steal. Here come the Marauders. But again, the Monarchs back quickly defensively. Antelope Valley looking for the lead midway through the second half. Around an Achara screen. Outside, Patterson will try for 3, didn't get any.
I don't know if that slipped or...
the rebound. Andre Paris, kick ball on Daryl Patterson.
Come on, fellas, we got to talk on transition.
Well, Patterson's a little like what we're talking about with Sasha Lute. He's going to be in there for his defensive prowess, for the energy he brings, and if he can knock down a shot or two, well, that's just gravy for the Marauders. He's locked up with Acosta out front. Acosta on the drive, working back to his left, hangs in the air, and Patterson fouled him.